Welcome back to another video. It's Bradford TV MK Dons match reaction. A 4-0 thumping against Milton Keynes. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Like the video if you do, go on to do so, and subscribe if you're new on sport. It is massively appreciated. I cannot believe that. I can't believe what I've just watched. It was a Bradford City team showing passion, energy, desire and clinical. 4 goals at Valley Parade. How did that happen? Let me know your thoughts on the playoff push. Is it doable? Well, I came out the ground thinking it's doable, 6 points behind 7th. And then whilst I was talking about I was looking, and for some reason unless something happened, actually it did, didn't it? That is what happened. No, it was 6 points. Gillingham were oh my word. Right, so Gillingham were 2-1 up in the 93rd minute. Harry McCurdy equalised for Swindon to make it 2-2. That's why it won 6 points. Right, so I haven't lost my mind. So yeah, I thought, bloody hell, no wonder I didn't get my maths GCSE. No, so yeah, it is 4 points, and that is because Gillingham bottled it in the last minute. So, I'm not convinced at Gillingham. I watched them play Notts County. I wasn't convinced about Notts County. I don't think the squad depth's there, and under a new manager, they don't look the same. And MK Dons today, we've smashed them out the park, 4-0. So will that dent their confidence? Wimbledon for me aren't getting in. I don't think they are. And then there's a load of teams who are trying to put a push on, and we are one of those teams. And we've done it before. Kamara, mid-table, sort of came out of nowhere, got into a top 6. I think we came 6th and then won the playoffs. And it happened under Parkinson, mid-table, came out of nowhere, big mad run to the end, and we got up after finishing 7th. It's happened before. And it can happen again. It will happen again. I'm not saying it will this season. I'm just saying at some point we will get out of League Two, and we will. That one probably can happen again, because it's Bradford City, and it pulls you in and it pulls you out. You do the okie dokie and you turn around, and that's what it's all about. And the thing is, I don't know where I'm at with this football club. A lot of people might not have gone today. I don't think the attendance was that big, to be honest, but Tuesday night does have an impact on that. And obviously we've just come off the back of a win against Wrexham. But one thing I do just want to say is I want to give a big congratulations to the back line. Matty Platt, Brad Halliday, K1 Kelly, John Tompkinson and Alex Gilliard and Sam Walker. Wow. They were superb. They were absolutely magnificent today. Immense. Nothing got past them. They may have well been the wall of China. It were just all the way across. And there's nothing getting through that wall. The pyramids. They're to exist forever. Nothing will get rid of them. Not even 2 world wars. They were colossal today. Like I say, nothing got past them, and that's because they knew when to press, they knew when to drop back. And obviously, you always want to see a player go into a tackle, but sometimes that's not what you need to do. You need to drop back a few yards and let them come onto you, and then go into a tackle. And it's all about timing. And they timed most of them right. When you play a back three, I do like back three. We didn't use it right under use, but I like the solidity it gives and the confidence it gives, because you can be more aggressive. You can't play like that with a back 4, for me, especially with the centre backs we've got. But if one player goes up and commits and then misses out, another one can go. And against MK Dons, I thought we just got it perfect today. They're a team who were fantastic at what they do. Well coached team, well drilled. Mike Williamson, I wanted him at City. I thought, he gets his teams playing right, and he develops these players as well. And they were a team that were well coached today. But I wouldn't say wanted it more. I'd just say we were more aggressive than them, and we were more clinical than them, definitely. But we were much more solid than them. We was a rock and they was a sponge. They were leaking when you touched it. They just fell apart, and that's what happened. We were dominant. We didn't have the ball, but we were the dominant side for me, because we played them like chess. We manoeuvred them how we wanted to. So Alexander, credit to you, because that's back-to-back games now where you've organised, 3 games I suppose. It was a snooze fest against Wimbledon, but now it doesn't look too bad at that point with a 5-0 aggregate in the next 2. You know, we've, like I say, when was the last time we scored 4 goals at home? But I'll go through the goals. Matty Platt, an absolute thundercracker. I was thinking when he lined up, I knew it was him. A lot might have thought it was Andy Cook, but I knew it was him, and I'm going, no, Platty, no. And I'm thinking, oh no, he's going to shoot and he's going to hit the tail dollar sign, or he's going to scuff it out for a corner, to the corner. And it flew into the back of the net, and I thought, oh my word, that could be one of the best goals I've seen at that end. And that's because I haven't seen many. But, you know, all Bradford City strikers would have been proud of that, especially James Hansen, who I was sat next to. Sorry, that's probably cringy. But I was sat next to the hero, the best Bradford City striker in the history of my supporting of the football club, statistically. I was starstruck. I was like, I'm sat next to James Hansen. It was incredible. I mean, I didn't speak to him, but I saw him celebrating like mad, looking at Harrogate Town losing 9-2. A load of laughter came from his side, which was great, of course. But no, I mean, I didn't even know it was him for the first 50 minutes. I was sat next to him and I didn't even know it was him until I just looked over, and then I thought, is that James Hansen? And it was. So yeah, that was brilliant. And it's not the first time I sat next to a Bradford City player at a game. Fleet Morace against Bury. He was on crutches, but yeah, I mean, I've got picture proof of that one, but I didn't today because I didn't think it'd be right. You know, it's like a herd of sheep, and if one goes, they all go. So I thought I'll leave him. It could get messy for him if not. But yeah, absolute legend of the club and an absolute hero for City. But yeah, Platt's goal, fantastic. Andy Cook's goal, didn't see it. I'm picturing Van Basten in my mind, but I was talking to someone. I was giving verification ID for my phone. Got Clark Odwar's goal. I mean, again, I can't remember that. I can't remember it. I've tried to remember the goal, but I can't remember the goal. I can't remember how it happened. But for Kavanagh's goal, great play from Odwar. I was annoyed in a way that he was starting, because I thought Poynton, Young, Wilson were better options than Odwar from what I've seen. But today, credit to him, it was brilliant. And that goal for Kavanagh, you know, got 1v1 with his man. Again, another good counter attack by a quick passing play. He was out on that right side, got 1v1, bit of this, bit of that. In he goes on his left, and he got a shot off. And you know, it was good to see confidence from Odwar, because I think he's a player who's got ability, but he don't. I'm not sure if he don't have confidence in himself, or if he overthinks, or you know, because for me, he ain't like Osadabi. I think he's got something, but he just does too much sometimes, and he simplified his game. He got 1v1 in his man, got on his stronger foot, and got his shot off. And it was a good save by their keeper that got hit the post, I think, to Kavanagh, who reacted the quickest. And I don't think there's many City players who would have scored that, because you've got to. It's the easiest goal he's scored in his life, no doubt. But you've got to have the anticipation, you've got to have the pace to get there, and you've got to have that tenacity to go for the ball. And he did, and it was a very simple tapping for him. And I'm pleased for him to get his first goal for City. And you can tell it meant a lot to him, which is great to see. So yeah, those were the 4 goals as best as I can describe them, because one I forgot, the other one I didn't see, and the other 2 were good bits of play. So we'll get into the player ratings then. I've already talked about the defensive structure and how good that was. And we'll start off with Sam Walker, who made some really good saves. One was lucky, sort of went down the middle of the goal and he was just there to clear it away. A good save from Jack Payne's corner, claimed a load of crosses as well. You need that. You know, you need that. You need to come off your. You need to command your box, and you need to command your area, and take pressure off the back line. And he did that. It was fantastic again. Another clean sheet, 4 in a row, 3 in a row for him, 3 in a row in the league. Foundations. You know, you found your foundations at the back. You know, you start. I'm not on about your makeup. I'm on about. Do you call it? Anyway, you start off from the back. You know, if you're on a bad run, I mean, January was shocking. You know, Crawley won at Colchester, could have done better with that goal. Poor defending. Salford, can't remember that goal. Swindon, some bad goals conceded there, 2 of them. And since that Swindon game, let's show it up at the back. Let's get a set back three. What's the best back three we've had this season? Tompkinson, Platt, Kelly. Right, we'll get them in. Right, let's get tight. Let's sit in deep. And we did that against Wimbledon. But then we built the confidence then from Wimbledon, and we went a bit more aggressive at Wrexham. And that's what we did. And then we got our chance for a Cook. And now today, we went for the game more than we did in the other games. We created more chances, but we didn't create bucket loads. We were just clinical. And I think your forwards get confidence in a strong back line. You know, if your back line is strong and consistent and they're rock solid and they don't give anything away, their confidence grows because they're like, well, I think we're going to keep a clean sheet today. So, you know, it's built for me now. You know, I know if I score, I'm a match winner. I know if I score, you know, I know I'm safe with the lads behind me. You know, and it's same for the back line with the goalkeeper. If the back line have the confidence in the goalkeeper, they're likely to play better. And if the team start building that partnership of trust, then they become a big unit of a gritty, aggressive team. And that's what we were. So, I think I did Sam Walker's play rate in there with the rest of the team. So he gets a 4. Tompkinson gets a 4 out of 5 as well. That first 30 minutes, he continued throughout the game, but first 30 minutes, he was immense. I mean, pacey. You know, when Pele, it was like Pele's goal. I didn't mean to say that. His goal was like a Pele goal. He would be proud up there of Matty Platt today. But when Platt pressed forward and, you know, committed to a press, and he might miss it, and same with Kelly, and they were open, there were 2v1 v Tompkinson. He won it every time with his pace and strength and his unit, and then he's got good ability on the ball to, you know, take the ball a couple of yards and bring it in to a wing back position or to play a pass into McDonald, and he got, you know, he's brilliant. And I think, you know, he's probably League One standard. I think maybe. I mean, let me know in the comments down below. This is what I'll put on the community poll, so you can vote. Who's better, Tompkinson or Critchlow? One's right-footed, one's left, but both very similar players. I'm going to put my neck on the line. And I'm going to say Tompkinson. I've said it. Matty Platt, 5 out of 5. Not many get that. He's being called Pele by accident, I must say, in this video. But his goal was superb. I mean, I'm absolutely flabbergasted by that goal. And it was great. And defensively, he was, again, rock solid. Nothing got past him aerially, dominant. You know, knew when to press, knew when to sit back. And, you know, just had them all for strength and pure passion and power. And the fact that he got dropped is beyond me for Ash Taylor, but what will be will be. What was is. What was, not what was is, because Ash Taylor isn't playing now, but what it was, and it was that he wasn't in, but now he's in, and he's proving why he shouldn't have been dropped. And for me, that back three, you know, they can't be dropped. And Platt, rock solid today, 5 out of 5. K1 Kelly, he gets a 4 out of 5. I don't know why I changed accent there, but it's happened. K1 Kelly gets a 4 out of 5 because he was great. He was great. I got concerned when he went down injured, because I thought, and he still came off, so he could still be injured, but I thought, oh dear, we've got Doncaster problems here. I'm flashback in, Walker injured, Patterson injured, good run, you know, starting to build momentum, and then a big player goes out injured. I'd be distraught if it were Kelly, because I love Kelly, I love his passion, I love his tackling, his aerial ability. He's great. He's one of my favourite players, so if he's injured, I'd be distraught. But he's great, and he had another really good game again today, Kelly. Same with Brad Halliday. I mean, I said on the 6 things we learnt on SHD's video, if you still haven't watched that for Wrexham, why and how, but do. But I said, I'm lost for words for Brad Halliday, and I underrate him, I don't talk about him enough, and I'm going to do it again, because, you know, the only way I'll talk about the Ginger Cafu is if he wins the World Cup for Brazil, because for me, I'm sick of talking about him. He's too good. The expectations are high for Brad Halliday, so he's got to keep raising his game. To keep getting mentioned, you've got to raise your game higher. I don't know how he can raise it any higher, because the energy, the determination to win the ball back for the team, to get it up the other end, you know, sometimes it's like he's doing a cyclone. You know, if you know what I mean. You know, he's up against a big hill and he just keeps riding the storm and he keeps bombing forward down that right side and he takes anyone on. He ain't skillful, he's just powerful. You know, he ain't the quickest player, but he's powerful. And he'll just keep running up that hill. Kate Bush, great from Allardyce. Gilead as well, you know, again, I love Gilly. Brilliant. Passion, energy, desire. Run down at left wing, to play left wing back after playing midfield, wing, striker. You know, he's played the position, you name it, and to be able to do that on the other side, it's impressive. So it was great again, Gilead today, and we're part of a back line, which was fantastic. Smallwood, type performance I want to see more from him, the desire, the commitment to the badge that you need, getting in players' faces. I haven't seen that enough from Smallwood, but in the last couple of games he's been dropped and he's reacted to it, and I need to see more from that. And if you see more from that, he will get the praise from the fans. Kevin McDonald, 4 out of 5 again. Smallwood 4 out of 5 if I didn't say it. He was superb on the ball. I've said it before, he's a bit of a luxury player as a CDM. You don't normally talk about luxury players as a CDM, but defensively he's running backwards all the time, and it's painful to watch. But on the ball, takes the ball off the back line, picks his passes so well, so calm on the ball, and it's a joy to watch. It's like watching Mahomey, the quarterback for City Chiefs. You know, he picks his passes so well. He's like a quarterback, fantastic. Always plays forward. Clark Odra, I've said it in his game, in his goal, so I'm not going to say too much. Same with Kavanagh. I want to see more from that from Odra, driving up players, showing the confidence, simplifying his game. I want to see that more. Shots off, and I want to see more of that from Odra, because that's the type of performance I want to see from Clark Odra and the Bradford City winger. Kavanagh, I've already said a lot about him. 4 out of 5, again, superb. Needs to kick on with his goals, because he's got the right personality and traits to play for Bradford City. Andy Cook with a goal, don't know how it was, don't know what it was. I just know it was a goal, and it's his 66th goal for Bradford City, closing down on James Hansen's 80 odd. And hopefully he can reach that, and I have no doubts that he will, because he is inevitable. You know, he's as inevitable as rain, and it chucked it down after the final whistle on a 4-0 win against MK Dons. Let me know your thoughts on that in the comments down below. Just a quick tiny little look from me at the playoffs. We're 4 points off. For me, we need 9 wins from 15 games to get in the playoffs. I think you need 20 wins to get in the playoffs in League 2 historically, and we can't lose 5 games. We can't win. I don't know how to word that. So there's 5 games where we can't win. Sort of that's the maximum of games we can't win. 5 there. So it's tough, but 4 points off. There's teams around there. We've done it before. We can do it again. I've said that. I'm boring you. I'm boring myself. It's too long. Have a good one. Well, subscribe and like the video if you did first, please. It's massively appreciated, and the support is fantastic as ever. And let me know your thoughts in the comments down below on everything we've discussed. But have a good one.